What's Gucci gang? What's Gucci YouTube? Today we're gonna be talking about meat. No homo. We're gonna be talking about wagyu, American wagyu, olive wagyu, Kobe beef, all that. All have one similarity. They all basically come from Japan. A special cow from Japan with special genetics. A cow that makes about 50% of its fat is inside the meat. You could tell by the marbleization of the meat, guys. Today we're going to start off with an American cow crossed with a Japanese cow. The cut is a ribeye. Here's the cut right here, guys. You can see the marbleization. So this is Mishima Reserve. It's American cow crossed with a Japanese cow. I paid about $100 for this 20-ounce ribeye. So we're going to make a quick comparison, guys. Let me compare a ribeye. A Kobe ribeye right here. Check it out, guys. The marbleization. The difference in the marbling is impeccable. So, guys, this is a Kobe, certified Kobe beef ribeye steak. This costed me like $300. This cost me about $100. This is a 14-ounce steak. This is a 20-ounce steak, guys. You can take a second and look at the marbleization on here. It's ridiculous, guys. So Kobe beef, it comes from Kobe. It comes from a certain part in Japan, the Kobe prefecture. They have one of the most strictest rules out there on their beef. Basically, it's not the rarest, but it is the most expensive because it has the most restrictions, most guidelines. Basically, the best of the best. The other one that I want to show you today, guys, is the olive wagyu. Well, before I go into that, this is Kobe strip, New York strip right here, guys. Check out the marbleization. Certified Kobe. Every time you buy some Kobe beef, you get basically 2 letters like this talking about Kobe beef. And then you get one of these, basically a certificate saying basically all information about the shipper's name, the ID number, basically when it was processed, all that good stuff. It ain't real Kobe unless it comes with a certificate, guys. Also, let me show you the olive wagyu. I have 3 different types of steak. We have the A3 olive wagyu. If you could tell, it doesn't have as an intense marbleization. So the higher you go, like A5 will have the most marbleization. Anything that's considered wagyu has to be a A3 or better, guys. So that's what I ended up getting. I got a A3 ribeye. I also got A4 New York strip. Check that one out, guys. Olive wagyu. When Crowd Cow gave the opportunity to be able to buy some of these, I took the chance because they're limited supply. So I bought a level of each. So I got also a A4 olive wagyu ribeye right here. There's the marbleization. So if you want to compare an A3 to an A4, check it out, guys. The marbleization is so different. There's more fat in this than this. And then, so we got the A3, the A4 olive wagyu, and then we got A5 ribeye olive wagyu. And you could just tell what I'm talking about, the marbleization. There's levels to this shit. The A3, the A4, and the A5, guys. So I bought these steaks basically for special occasion. You know what I'm saying? You keep them in the fridge for a long time. You want to do the math, guys? Each one of these steaks is about $150 to $300. I have 2 steaks that are $300. That 3, 6 is about $1,000, over $1,000 plus. $8 right here just in Kobe. And I want to show you this special piece, guys, right here. It's ready. A lot of you guys have heard of this cut. It's called the picaña. If you haven't heard of it, go ahead and check them out. A5 3.5 pound picaña cut. Check out the marbleization on this, guys. Crazy. So this is a 3-ounce roast. Basically, I could make my own steaks out of here. Probably cut them 1-inch thick. Get 3 steaks out of here. But this is for a barbecue, guys. This is that steak that you find in the Brazilian steakhouses that come like a C. It has like a fat cap, and they put it in the stick, and they come and they slice it. Well, yo, guys, fire. Check that out one more time. That marbleization, guys. Coming over for barbecue or what? But yeah, I have another cut right here. This is a sirloin cut. Right here by Mishima Reserve, the same cut as this one, which is the 20-ounce ribeye. Here's the specification, guys. So, in my opinion, trying American cow, Japanese cow, honestly, I'd rather have an American cow crossed with a Japanese cow because the marbling is not so great. There's less marbling. And it has more balance to the steak. The Wagyu steak, any Kobe steak, olive Wagyu, from any of those Japanese regions over there, they're a little rich. Those are steaks that you want to share with friends and family. You have like a slice or two with some plain rice, some plain vegetables, just so you could get that. Because honestly, the last 2 times that I've ate it, I ate like half a steak by myself. And after like an hour, just sitting, chilling, hanging out, you get like a nauseous feeling because it's a lot of grease. Imagine not being used to eating a lot of grease and your stomach is like, well, what the fuck is this? You know, there's a lot of fat. But like I said, if you're gonna order one, don't eat a whole steak. It's honestly very impossible because it's just so rich. You need something like rice, something plain as fuck, so you could absorb those greasiness flavor, all the grease and shit. But other than that, guys, that's about it. That's the only thing that I wanted to show you guys today is different cuts of meat, where they come from, basically how they're processed, the difference between olive Wagyu and Kobe. The olive Wagyu is the cows that are being raised are being fed olive pits, roasted olive pits. And the difference between an olive Wagyu steak and a Kobe steak is that the olive Wagyu has omega fatty acids like omega-9 and I believe omega-6 fatty acids, which are really good for you. And in those other Kobe and Wagyu cuts, they don't have those fats, only in the olive Wagyu. And you would think because they feed it olives are very good. If you think about it, olive oil is the best type of oil you can use for cooking. It doesn't create inflammation or it doesn't have high saturated fats. But anyways, guys, go ahead, check out crowdcow.com. Go order you some steak so you could be the motherfucking guy at the next barbecue. Because when I had a party and I invited all of my friends and family, everybody loved it. They kept saying, like, bro, this is like the best steak I've ever had. I personally made nigiri, which is sushi rice and a ball with a thin slice of steak on top. And you, like, blowtorch it, like, barely give it a sear. You put a little bit of, like, garlic, a little bit of salt, wasabi. And, yeah, you just eat it with your hand or some chopsticks. Dip it in some soy sauce. Put a little bit of sesame oil on top. But honestly, I like it by itself with just some plain rice or plain vegetables, guys. That Wagyu steak is very rich. It's one steak that you guys should try in your lifetime, just so you could compare it with other type of steaks. But that's enough for today, guys. You guys have a blessed, beautiful day. Peace out. Like, comment, fuck subscribing. Just comment the fuck out in these videos.